Okay, so it's time for another review, obviously a food review. As requested by Lauren Susan, you know who you are, I am going to be reviewing today Crumbl Cookies, which I never heard of until a few weeks ago when Lauren posted on my page that I should be reviewing Crumbl Cookies. And so all of a sudden now, they seem to be everywhere. There's a new one by me and Wayne that just opened up, and people were talking about them recently. I forget where I was. But suddenly the awareness, at least in my sphere, has grown just in the past few weeks. So I said, all right, I'll do it. I had some time today. So I went over to the Wayne location today, this morning, and I picked up two different types of cookies. I had decided to get two bigger ones as opposed to getting a bunch of small ones. I don't really want to try too many at once. So I said, let me just get two flavors. What I like about so far what I've learned about Crumbl Cookies, I like that they change it up every week. Every week it's a different menu of cookies. I think it's around 6 a week. So that keeps things interesting for the customers. I'm sure for an inventory purpose, for an ingredient purpose and not wasting things, that probably works well for them. And so they're not, buying too many things at once, and maybe there's a cookie that's not popular, so why would we make it week in and week out? Let's see how it does on 1 week. I'm sure they've got it down to a science. So I think that's kind of a cool model, and that's interesting. So I opted, like I said, to get two big cookies. So here they are. So here's Crumbl. I like that it comes in this little box. And so this one here is a pretty traditional. I went with a good old chocolate chip cookie. Pretty standard. It looks really good. And then I also went with this other specialty cookie today. There were a lot of choices. There were 6, but I don't know. This one just seemed intriguing. I got raspberry lemonade. And so I intend to share this with my wife and Max, because I'm not going to be able to eat all this, obviously, nor should I. So I'm going to go simple. I'm going to try the chocolate chip cookie first, and then we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of cut it up a little bit here. So here's the actual cookie outside of the box. It's a pretty nice size. You can see the texture there. It's got a lot of goodness to it. It's got a good kind of a bit of a height. It's a pretty thick cookie. It's probably a 7 on the diabetes scale. So I'm going to cut this guy in half, and it cuts pretty well. It's pretty soft, but not too soft. I'm going to actually cut it in quarters, I think is what I'm going to. Actually, no. Let's leave it, cut it in half once, and we'll see how it goes. So here's the chocolate chip cookie. Pretty dense. You can see that. Whoa, hang on. There we go. You can see that. All right. That's a chocolate chip cookie, right? It's good. Good chocolate flavor, not too much. It's not super sweet. The cookie part is a little flaky, but it's also a little dense as well. It has kind of like a good almost crust to it. Yeah, it's good. It's subtly sweet. I like that it's not overpowering. Sometimes these things can be just too sweet, and this isn't too sweet. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I do like it. Of course, I have to have a glass of milk. That helps a lot. All right, so now we're going to try the other one. This one I'm thinking is going to be really sweet. So here is the raspberry lemonade cookie. So you can see here it's also fairly thick. It's got the different kind of colored icing on top there. I guess that's an icing or frosting, whatever we call that. And it's got a little lemon as well, as you can see. And it looks like it's a traditional, I guess it's maybe a sugar cookie underneath. I'm not sure. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut this guy up a bit. I'm definitely not going to eat that much of this one right now because it looks like it's insanely sweet. I'm actually even going to probably start with a much smaller piece because I'm not a big icing frosting person. So I was hoping that other people would eat this one for me. So we'll see. So here's a little taste of this. You can see that this guy also has, you know, a nice little thickness to it. Here we go. Very tart. Raspberry lemonade, yeah. You know, it's pretty good. Like I gotta say, it's not as crazy sweet as I was expecting. You can definitely taste that raspberry. Definitely taste that lemon. But it's not overpowering. It's actually pretty good. I'm actually gonna take another little piece. This part kind of just has the white on it. You can see that. Let's try that. Got a real big burst of lemon that time. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. So the white icing is like lemon, and then the pink icing, frosting, whatever term we're using here, that's the raspberry. So they're together, but they're not both the same flavor, which I didn't really pay attention to when I, you know, cut this thing in half. So they're good. I gotta say, I actually like them both equally for different reasons. Can't beat chocolate chip, so that's probably maybe a little bit higher. But this raspberry lemonade one is pretty good. I was really surprised that it wasn't super, super sweet. And I like that. Now, if I ate this entire cookie, I probably would feel pretty ill. But it was good. So I'm very pleasantly pleased. And I probably would go back. You know, it's not something I would be shopping at all the time because they're kind of pricey, honestly. I mean, each one of these big cookies was, I think, $4.95. So with tax, I spent almost $10 on 2 big cookies. And I know the smaller ones, which are just about normal size small cookies. And then I think there you could have gotten, I think it was a 3-pack. And it really wasn't that much cheaper, a little bit cheaper. So I'm like, I might as well just get 2 big ones. So anyway, so this is Crumbl Cookie, pretty good. I would probably go back and try it again. But I wouldn't be going all the time. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because it's a lot for 2 cookies, you know. But it's cool. It's a cool place. This would be good, I could see, for a gift basket. Maybe if somebody, you know, you have your own business and you want to have a really good client and you want to say thank you for their business, you know, maybe at the end of the year. I bet you they have good Christmas cookies. I could see this being something really good to give maybe one of your best customers, a little box of nice cookies. That would be great. And yeah, so, you know, I definitely can think that this place is going to be popular. It's in a good location. And yeah, so I will go back. And I don't know if I'll review it again. But regardless, I'm glad I got a chance to try them. So thank you, Lauren, for recommending. And I hope that everybody enjoys this. Have a great day, everybody.